Okay, we're recording. So thank you for tuning in to see it was going to be live improv with Jeanette and Rosanne, but can't figure out Zoom and Facebook right now. So you guys will be watching this like at 10:45. Anyway, I'm joined by Rosanne Nelson, who I who I met in Jay Suko's
It's too exciting.
improv class. And I have to say, I've met the most wonderful, amazing people doing improv during this quarantine. And it has just been like total highlight in this dark tunnel that we're in. So we're going to do some improv, and we got quite a few suggestions. I think we've got 15 suggestions. So I'm just going to roll a 20-sided die. And if we get 16 to 20, we'll re-roll. But we got a lot. So let's see what comes. Da, 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 da. Oh, 11. So let me count. Lucky 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So our suggestion comes from Jay Suko, and it is Twister.
Of course,
so funny because I work at Hasbro. So this improv is not brought to you by Hasbro, but it has Hasbro themes. All right. So are you ready, Rosanne?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, Carly, okay?
I think when I reached over, it started to come back up. I shouldn't have twisted.
Oh my gosh. No, I think anybody who makes that move is at risk. I mean, the body is a very complicated thing, and even the slightest twist, oh my gosh, you could be in convulsions. I could get you a tissue or a Band-Aid, or I have some calamine lotion in my purse. I've got swabs. I've got rubbing alcohol. What can
you
I
know
do?
What? I think I'd really just like a sandwich.
Sandwich, okay. I've got very antiseptic kind of sandwiches, which is probably what you need right now. I think my peanut butter and jelly is very fresh. I just baked the bread. Some cheese is questionable. It's fermented. I don't know. Maybe that would bring something up. You may have allergies.
Anything deep fried?
What's that?
Do you have anything deep fried? I think that would really help.
To eat that. Bacon?
Oh God, that sounds delicious.
Okay, let me start that for you. All right.
This is, yeah, it's, I think we're frozen.
I said, did I upset you?
Oh God, I heard you wrong. You did. You know, I think when you brought up
in a chokehold.
When you brought up Todd, I think I just got so angry that my muscles spasmed, you know? And
yeah.
I just,
so it's emotional as well as bacterial?
I think so. So what did you mean when you said that you saw Todd? What did you mean by that?
Well, I didn't want to, bring up any of these reactions but we ran into each other at Stop and Shop.
How do you just run into each other?
We planned. We did not call on the phone to each other. We did not text. We did not exchange information. I just happened to be walking down looking for a mango.
Mango?
Yeah, I know it's his favorite, but I mean, that is just a ridiculous coincidence.
Okay. All right. I'm not overreacting, okay? I'm not overreacting.
No, you're not
I am not overreacting.
It does look like fire's coming out of your eyes, but I guess that's an appropriate reaction.
How could you say his name to me? After everything that he did.
It just came out, you know, I was thinking food. It was, you know, that word train, and I went food, mangoes. Oh, I saw Todd at Stop and Shop.
Oh my God. I mean, you're not even supposed to be going out of the store right now. Or you...
Well, I had a hankering. You know, I just was like, I got to have me some mango. And I thought, it's worth the risk.
And you know they're not in season. And you know they've got to import it from another country. And then you know that that is causing a huge carbon footprint. I mean, you just don't think about anybody else but yourself.
Well, how much could a little mango hurt? A little mango.
Well, if everybody says a little bit of mango, and then if everybody goes to Stop and Shop, and then we're creating a huge supply and demand for mango.
Well,
and then
hold
more
on.
people can run into Todd.
Okay. I am just one little old person with one little old hankering for one little old mango. That is not going to make the earth go off its axis. Come on. I know you reacted. It's Todd. It's like you know, waving a red flag in front of a bull. But like,
Are you calling me fat? You're calling me fat again, aren't you?
You have gained a few pounds since you've been inside, but that is not the issue. I support your feeling comfortable putting on, you know, some body fat, you know, to store and use in any coming crisis. It's
not my fault. You keep making me those deep fried peanut butter sandwiches.
They're good for you. You love them, and I love you. It's all about the love.
And you threw away the scale.
Well, that was after you threatened me with the hatchet.
Whoa. I mean, it's because you took away the gun.
Well, right. I wanted to bring that with me when I went to get the mango because they're very rare. They're very hard to find.
Did you get any?
Yes. And I made some mango muffins, and they're in the refrigerator right now.
Really?
For you.
Oh, that's so sweet. But wait, what else did you put in it? Did you put full fat yogurt in them?
Of course I did. You want them delicious, don't you?
Oh God. I just gotta find another way to get exercise, which besides playing Twister, because it's not making me lose any weight, and now I've just got like a back spasm.
Well, how about if just for today, I gently, quietly whisper Todd's name, and then you can chase me through the apartment like you did 3 weeks ago. Burn calories.
Oh, you'd let me do that?
I would let you do that if you don't have any implements.
Oh, so I can't have the hatchet back?
It scared me a lot. So like, we'll run, I'll scream like I did last time, and it will sound really real, and we'll both burn calories, okay? I would do that for you.
But you won't call the cops this time, right?
I promise I won't.
Okay, turn your phone off.
Okay, thank
Then
you for the trust. I'll turn my phone off.
No, I'm serious, because then if you have it off and then you turn it on, then I'll have like, how long does it take to start up? I'll have 20 seconds to tackle you before you could make an emergency call.
Yeah, I think if we have some ground rules before I say the name, before I whisper the name, and we're both on the same page, this will be just an exercise.
Okay.
And trust and loving, because remember, I love you to pieces.
Oh.
You're the best roommate I ever had. This is the most fun I ever had. It used to be boring, and now, wow, I never know what to expect.
Yeah, and I'm so sorry I haven't been able to pay you rent. Like, I will, once everything is lifted and I'm back to work, like, I will totally pay you back.
I totally get it, and I'm happy to supply all your treats.
Oh, thank you. You're the best. And thank you for,
You are the best.
letting me borrow all your stuff. I mean, during this lockdown, because, like when I moved in, I only had a little suitcase. And I mean, so I just appreciate, and then letting me use your HBO account and, letting me.
The washing machine.
I know, the washing machine, and then I mean all the frozen yogurt and and just like letting me lay in your bed at night when I'm scared.
I love cuddling. I told you that when you first moved in.
Yeah, thank you. Oh. And you've put up with so much.
Well, what did I say? Me apartment is Sue apartment.
Oh, and your car is my car.
Yes, yes.
Your gas is my gas.
Account. Yes, I've been happy to share my credit cards because
I know.
you need a fresh start.
Yeah, yeah. But my debt is not your debt. Right?
No, of course not.
Yeah. And my anxiety meds are not your anxiety meds.
No, and I encourage you to keep taking them.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I was thinking like, maybe I'm fine,
You are fine. Look at you. Look at how brave you are. You have not had one bad episode about he who should not be named for like 3 solid weeks. So proud.
Yeah.
You have been enjoying all the things I offer to help you get better with no guilt whatsoever, with abandon. You just use them up, and I just love that about you. You love life. Stay there, stay loving life. Love my apartment, love me, and you'll be fine. What's the matter?
I do love life, don't I? I love
Yes,
life.
yes.
Yeah, yeah. No, I love life. And I love life with you.
I love life with
and
you.
I was thinking when they lift the restrictions, like maybe we'll just stay in the house forever together.
That is my dream.
Like, let's pretend like this will never end.
We could just never go out again.
Oh my God, that would be I'm so glad I just want to, I just want to stay here and just play games.
Not Twister, but Monopoly, less physical, Dungeons and Dragons, whatever you want to do.
And then we'll alternate. We'll take a few minutes to chase each other around to get exercise, and then we'll just go back to just being together.
Be together, cuddling on my bed.
Oh.
I was thinking of getting a puppy. You're my puppy.
Aww. I'm your puppy? I'm your puppy?
Yes.
Puppy. Aww. Can you scratch my ear?
I sure can. Here you go. Here you go.
Oh my God. I just love people playing with my hair. It's so fun.
Well, I love playing with your hair.
You too?
I do. One of my favorite things.
Aww. You've never let me play with your hair.
That's not a big joy on my part.
Oh.
I will be the player of hair, and you can be the playee. Okay?
Okay. All right.
That's why we work so well together.
Oh. Oh, I just want to touch it though. No?
I'm going to start to run.
Really?
Yes!
Really?
Woo!
I'm going to get you. Okay, all right. I'm done.
You're done?
I don't want to chase you anymore.
Do you want a mango muffin?
Yeah, right after I go, boop.
Oh!
And scene. We're just 2 silly roommates.
Yes, we are. And it was so weird. I lost you for long periods of time.
Oh no.
So, yeah, so I was like, okay, we'll keep going.
This will be fun to watch back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess when I do this again, I have to be in the office closer to the router.
Could be.
But the
That's why
problem, when you have a family, you can't always get privacy where you want it. It's tricky. It's tricky.
Nobody is more fun to play with than you, Jeanette.
Me? Oh, you are so sweet.
It's true. It's true.
Oh, you're so fun. Oh, I try to practice with my daughter because sometimes improv is the only way to get her to do things. You know, like brush her teeth and whatnot. Am I cutting out?
Just a little. I am getting it. The cut comes in.
But I'm trying to work on accents with her.
Oh my God. How did she react?
She's really good at she does a amazing British accent. And we do there's a lot of chasing that we do in the house, and so I pretend to be like a tickle monster. Sometimes I'm a cuddle monster, and I've decided that a cuddle monster talks like Mario from Super Mario Brothers. I'm like cuddle. I want to cuddle with you.
How old is she again?
She's 8.
Oh, perfect. Oh, that age is magic.
Yeah, she's performing. She's performing in a musical tonight on Zoom. Sorry, I think I cut out. Yeah. She's performing tonight on Zoom in a musical.
Oh crap! What time is it on?
It's gonna be 10 o'clock your time, because it's 7 p.m. LA time.
Oh, maybe I can then. If it's convenient, send me the link.
Yeah,
we'll be done with our show.
I can't attest. I don't know how it's one big experiment. But it's Willy Wonka, and she's playing Veruca Salt. I know.
Oh my God.
I know, it'll be really cute. But I was like, we got to figure out where she's going to perform in the house. Because as you can see, it's not that easy to perform in the house. But yeah, so Rosanne, what are you up to? So you're performing tonight?
Well, we're performing tonight, with Jay, and tonight our guest star is Amanda Blake Davis, and she's crazy good, and crazy good. And we just did one quick rehearsal with her. We're like, wow, she's amazing, and those experiences are, as you said, priceless. And we have 2 more shows on a Saturday night. EST 9 to 10. Mm-hmm. And what it has done for my group, which is Perpetual Notion, people say motion sometimes by mistake, is it's forced us to rehearse every single day.
Wow.
Under pressure, because you have these amazing guest stars, and everyone's like, I don't want to be the slacker,
Yeah.
And it's really been amazing. It's been an amazing experience. And also, with Jay's influence, yesterday I was on an improv Zoom in Oslo, improvising with an Israeli, and and he was fabulous, and I just got so high on it. It's like when could you ever do that before? It is the silver lining with compounding horrible things. And I feel so blessed that I am finding a new family.
Yeah.
It's magical, which sounds silly, but it is. It's magical. It's a blessing that you can't be grateful enough for.
Yeah. No, I think improv, and especially combining improv with technology, it is magic.
Yes.
And it's kind of it's been there the whole time, but we didn't realize it.
Well, people, I think, were reluctant to use it because there's that whole, argument of, is it really improv when it's only this big, and there's no audience feedback and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, every art form has its kind of sub, headings or whatever. And like Zoom is its own thing.
Yeah.
And you get a lot of interesting, more intimate scenes on Zoom that you couldn't see on stage.
Mm-hmm.
No, like, maybe an expression, or, you can work softer and
Oh, sorry, you cut out.
yes. I just explained the secret of the universe, and I can't repeat.
Damn it!
I'm scared and gone.
So how do people watch you tonight with Perpetual Notion?
I go to. I want to make sure that I say it right. It's on Jay's. Sending each other so many messages already this morning. It's on Jay's site, Improv Today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on the YouTube, his YouTube page, and it goes live at 9. So that's probably the best way to go. Today Improv. I said it.
Okay.
Today Improv.
All right.
And that's what we're working on, and what I talked about with the guys yesterday. We had a real quickie rehearsal. Sometimes the rehearsals are very sort of loose, and we just chat, and even just connecting.
Yeah.
You're doing way more than you used to. And we were saying the experience that I had, yesterday with the Israeli improviser. I'm like, I wish we could find a medium. We're doing it a little bit, but where you can go, oh my God, you were so much fun. Come play with us here.
Mm-hmm.
And just as you meet friends, like I feel that way about you, where it's like, this person's really fun, and just not be so regimented about this is our group, that's your group,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, oh, we'll have jams, your group against my group. And there's a place for that. That can be fun. But I love the idea of like, ooh, I like you, let's play, you know? And I think that is starting to happen, and I think I'd love to see more of it personally.
This is great. And even just like doing these little 10 minutes, I think it's just it's just so great. So I'm so appreciative, to like Jay.
He's a big part of it.
And Nathaniel Montgomery, like these great guys who have just been at it, every day, and really inspiring me, and like keeping us all connected and entertained.
Yes.
And I know, last week in particular, it was really hard. And so, you probably saw less of it just out of respect for how everybody was feeling. But I feel like these are some, really challenging times, and it's really easy to fall into despair. And we can acknowledge what's going on socially, but then also do something to like recharge ourselves, and provide some sort of glimmer of hope. Rosanne, I said a really important speech. It was like really meaningful.
I heard it.
No.
You heard it. And I did, and I. That's why it's like it can't be coincidence that this is all happening at the same time. That our little corner is beginning to kind of explode and be able to express itself. And every single time I find somebody that I kind of fall in love with, and this wonderful improviser. I have to be careful how to put this, but like I find that we line up with other beliefs. I don't want to be, any sense of exclusive or anything, but it somehow goes with being free and expressive and having fun and really wanting people to have a decent life, and feel safe and, and be included. And it's like funny because all of my actor friends and now all of my improv friends are very active in expressing themselves. I mean, they put their money and their time and their effort where their mouth is. And I love that.
Yeah.
And I don't have to, like, we can get really over the top, how we feel. We get angry and all kinds of stuff that I can't always share, with the world, because there are people who I love, believe it or not, who have drunk the Kool-Aid, and it's like I love you and I want to try to love you out of it. I'd hate to lose you in my life. They would do anything for me. You know, they're good people, but like, wow. And I have some friends who say, if you feel that way, I cannot love you. Mm-hmm. And I think that will be the end of us all if you go there.
Yeah.
Try to still love them anyway. Interaction, to be honest with you, because I get a little crazy and mad because you can't argue it. You can't argue it. It's not rational. And they're not getting information that's accurate.
Yeah.
You know. And I just it's beyond sad. And I have a grandson who's 12, and I'm like, what is the world? I'm sure you feel that way for your daughter. What is the world they're going to grow up into? It's, wow, we don't know. But they want you to feel helpless. They want it.
Yeah.
And God damn it, I'm not going there. I have moments where I'm like, you know, but no. And it's a weird thing. Like, you're like, well, we're doing silly little things. Somehow it makes a difference. It does. Art makes a difference in whatever form. Mm-hmm. And if we help you to laugh so you don't get too depressed during this, if we help you to stay connected with people during this, that's not a small thing. And I'm very proud of it. So that's my soapbox too.
Yay. Yeah, I think something that you were talking about performers, like how a lot of people that you're meeting, especially through improv, you're all kind of aligning with your, you know, beliefs. And I think it improv definitely, and, you know, performing attracts people with a certain level of empathy.
Yes.
And
especially improv.
Yeah. But I think it's, you know, empathy is something that should be taught in schools, and empathy, not just for the people that you care about, but for everybody, people that you don't know. My daughter goes through an amazing charter school here in Los Angeles, and empathy is like part of their, you know, school mission. Is, you know, their slogan is, you are my other me.
Oh.
And so I've witnessed some amazing growth in her, and then also just like see how they deal with conflicts, you know, in the classroom. And I'm like, God, if only the whole world, you know, could just have this as a foundation, you know, I think.
Well, the kids that are getting that, like here in my particular town, they are, and I am really thrilled to see that. And especially little boys, not to single anybody out, but little boys, they are learning that. Mm-hmm. The parents are really beautiful people, and the kids are too. And that's what gives you hope. There has to be a balance for all the horrific stuff. I mean, for me, my age, it was so upsetting. I'm going to get emotional, but I mean, we saw it already. We saw this already, and thought, you know, when I was little, we started having assassinations you'd never seen before. There were riots you'd never seen before, and the harsh, you know, reactions you'd never seen before. And it was so painful then. And we thought we'd gotten past it, which is now this incredible, I'm trying very hard to get more enlightened. I didn't know, I knew it was bad. I didn't know it was as bad as it is. You know, I mean, I've had a lot of friends pulled over and stuff like that, and they could, yeah, I mean, like, yeah, they look scary and you're going to be threatened by them. No, you know, and we're always pulled over, and I never was, you know, and stuff like that. But I didn't know how really, really, really deep it can go. And it's like, it has to stop. Whatever I can do. That's the only thing, is once in a while, I'm like, you know, here I am in my little corner. What can I do? I think that the majority of people are good people. And if you give them something to do, they will do it. I mean, they will go out and march, and that is something important. I couldn't do it here because I live with my dad, and he's very compromised. He's 93. I don't even shop. I don't anything. But my heart was there. You know, I did the Women's March and stuff like that, and people are like, oh, big deal, you're marching. It is a big deal to me because it's bodies. You took your time, it was bodies. And everybody I know went out and marched and are really trying to read and figure out, what have I in my very privileged life not been aware of. And it's very subtle. you know, and I was raised very open-minded and very empathetic by two unusual parents of their generation. But still, you know, there's some subtle things. It's like, work on it, baby, work on it, you know. And so I'm hoping some good will come from it, you know. It's just, I mean, oh my God, a pandemic, a worldwide pandemic wasn't enough. Having a dictator for a president wasn't enough. Oh my God, and every stupid thing he does. I try not to give him my energy. I do pay attention, but I don't read his tweets. I don't, because it's like, he just, all he wants is your attention. And you know what? You may not have that from me.
Yeah.
You know, as far as important things to be aware, I'm going to vote, you know, but like in the beginning of, you know, his term, every day I was walking around like, and it's like, no, you don't get that from me anymore. I'm going to try to do some positive things. And, you know, because it was funny sometimes at first, because you're just like, oh my God, you know what he said now, we know what he did now. And it's like, oh man, oh man. And we'll see what happens in November.
I know. I just feel like we're not, it's going to take a long time to turn this bus around.
Oh man.
But at least maybe we can slam on the brakes and stop from going off the cliff. And
I think it's a small little prize for all of this horrible stuff, but people that thought the left was being hysterical in what they thought he could do. Mm-hmm. There's a really good friend of my dad's who, what a great guy. He's really awesome and not like an asshole, frankly. But he was like, oh, maybe we need a change. So he voted that way. And he's, you know, the same age. And it's people like him, because he really, really is a decent, loving man. They've got to go, oops, that was a mistake. They may not feel free to say it. There's got to be at least a good number of people that bought into like, oh, he'll just steer us in a different direction and we'll get a few things we want done and whatever, instead of like, oh my God, you know, who would never go for this? I mean, like, I even just thinking of the refugees, you hardly hear about them. They must be infested with the virus and nobody gives a shit. And they're doing hard. I mean, because you're talking children, it makes me crazy, you know.
No,
it's just freaking endless. And all through growing up, people would say, well, you know, if Hitler was around in my time, well, here you are. What are you doing?
Yeah. No, I feel like we're all suffering from sort of like crisis fatigue. There's so much happening that it's like, if you really consider it all, you'll just find yourself rocking in a corner. So yeah, I mean, what are just like the little things that you can do every day to keep your sanity, but still feel like you are, you know, part of making a positive change?
And be ready to make the change. I mean, there's a lot we can't do, but there will be. You know, whatever happens in November, there will be. And I'm very corny when it comes to this country. I love the American dream. It's a dream, but I love it. I mean, I absolutely adore it. And I mean, it never worked for everybody. It always was somewhat broken. I'm talking about the dream as a dream. It's a beautiful thing. And if people think you're silly and too idealistic, it's like, you got to have something to reach for. It's a beautiful star that we'll try to get there. We'll try to bring everybody there. And to just be stomping all over it and doing hideous things just really makes me a little crazy.
Oh, well, Rosanne, this was so much fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a quick screenshot real quick.
Oh, okay.
Just so I'm going to go wait, where's my cursor? Where is this? Oh, I took a picture. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. There we go.
Next time I'll get a matching background, so we'll have the same background. This one I thought at least looked similar.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, this was a fun experiment. But anyway, good luck tonight. And I'll probably be watching Olive's or helping her prepare. So I'll watch it on YouTube after the fact.
Yeah. Cool beans. Thank you so much. I think you're awesome.
I think you're awesome.
Hopefully I'll see you again soon.
Yes. All right. You take care.
You too. Bye.